Alright. Welcome back. Let's see, this would be episode 6. And we're gonna start by leveling our character. We're taking level 3 wizard. We're going to put all the skills into the same things. And then we're going to get meta magic extend spell. Power extend spell. Next. We want mirror image and glitter dust. Wonderful. And we're done. Alright. Can I level anyone else? Yes. Let's take a look at you. We'll give you the same ones as well. What was the last shot I took? Combat reflexes. I have perfect strike, I have point blank shot, I have precise shot. Yes. Improved unarmed strike. Yes. Perfect strike. Yes. Point blank shot. Precise shot. And combat reflexes. I think a rapid shot. Making a full attack with a ranged weapon, you can fire one additional time this round. At your highest bonus, all of your attack rolls take a -2 penalty when using rapid shot. Weapon focus. I have precise shot. I have way of the longbow. Weapon focus. Spell focus. Weapon focus. They don't recommend that either. Deadly aim. Okay. Let's take deadly aim. Don't see any other option. Point blank monster with longbow. Complete. Yay! Alright, and the next one is this girl. Yeah, I picked this ice plant. Why can't I cast this ever? Plus the shell plus natural armor bonus to ice. Yeah, the effect leaves the shaman skin thick and stiff. How does she use it? Okay, we'll just continue here. Weapon focus, rapier. Sure, let's go with that. I'm sure there's something better, but I don't know. I'll just go with it. Okay, and my paladin. Next. She is going for the same stats. Weapon focus. Longsword. Yeah. Mercy fatigued. Yeah. Complete. Ooh, there's stuff here. Rest, no. Anything left? No, all characters are up. And yeah.
Follow my lead.
Oh. Hey, wait. Mind if I bend your ear about something? Anivia is outside your door, leaning casually against the shelf. So here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Everything seems clear so far. What else do you wish to discuss? No? Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You? What? No! Your task is far too important. You can't just hole up here all cozy-like, waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ass pal. Got it? Everything seems clear so far. What else do you wish to discuss? So, the rift that damn beetle left with his scythe. Yeah, well, it's cut the city into two, and that's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in the market square, not that any of them tried to not that any of them tried it to make sure. But if you got a mind to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give the square a once over. Okay. When do you think the demons will attack next? Your guess is as good as mine. It might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand and that we're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know that after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you got any business that needs taken care of, you'd better do it soon. Thank you for the warning. See you later. Later. Watch yourself out there. Okay. Alright. Oh, this guy probably lets me sell. Yeah. Law religion check passed. The medallion you're wearing, the sacred symbol, isn't it? Are you a cleric of Caden Kylan? I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city, the best that's ever been, and I pray to the best god there is. Show me what you have. What about bulk selling? Let's see, weapons. I'm gonna keep this one. I wanna keep this one. I wanna keep this one. Keep this one. Keep these. I want to keep that one. Sell that one. Sell that one. I want to sell these. I want to sell these. These. I want to keep this one. Sell this one. Sell these. Sell this. Sell these. Okay. I want to sell these, and these. Deal. Alright. I just need more levels. Okay. I was supposed to talk to Stoughton. He's over there. The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel. One whose high crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty lightless window makes it clear that all inside is dead. Oh, it's you. Good work back there, in the grey garrison. Name's Staunton Vane. If you've heard rumors about me, his face, which looks like it has never known anything as carefree as a smile, grims. Just so you know, everything people say about me, it's true. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself the Storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The Storyteller? Staunton strokes his beard in thought. A strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort. He just listened. At first I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he is alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what to use the library is to a blind elf, but he loved the place. He would sit there day and night. Blackwing Library has been revealed. Excellent. What do people say about you? They say I'm a traitor, as bad as Ariluvorlesh, that I am a disgrace even among the ranks of the condemned. The Queen Galfrey should never have spared me, that I belong in the gallows. Why do they hate you so much? You really don't know. Staunton gives you a long, morose look, then sighs. I am the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in fortresses on the edge of the Worldwound, instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the Wound, the mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, and all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. I was tired, they wanted to execute me, and rightly so, but the Queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I had done. So that's how I live, decade after decade fighting in the condemned. The dwarf shrugs. As you can see, I have fixed nothing, and I have earned no one's forgiveness. Are you going to spit in my face too? It wouldn't surprise me. I hope you earn forgiveness. Thank you. From the depth of my soul, I thank you. But I haven't had hope for a long, long time. You performed an action that was good. A whole city fell because of you. How is it possible? What do you mean how? The knight glares at you from beneath his frowned burrows. If you don't trust the word of the condemned, go ask somebody else. Like my little brother, Jorah. And if you still don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the 1000th time, don't. You really don't have any friends. I couldn't have survived this long if I were completely alone. Joran, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even fighters in the Condemned console themselves by thinking I got stripped of my rank. But at least I'm not stunted. Commander Irabeth seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I am a soldier and not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She had some mud flung at her in the past, or so I hear. That's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. So many years in the Condemned. Surely you have paid your penance by now. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hand. He falls silent for a moment, and then in a trembling voice he adds, the Condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I have prayed to Torak for forgiveness. Countless times I have gone to his priests. Countless times I have kneeled before his altar. If only the father of dwarven kind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I am still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own god doesn't think I deserve a redemption? I have to go. Go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. No doubt. Already talked to her. It's down here.
Not far.
What's that? Oh. Okay. Still can't move. Okay, I loot this. I loot that. Oh. Oh. Yeah, all mine. So this. And this. Oh. Oh, look.
I'll go ahead.
That one. One bridge. Oh, one bridge. What about now? One bridge.
I know the way.
What about... No. Oh! Something happened.
Follow my lead.
Ta-da! More stuff for me. Wonderful. So who's this guy?
Hey, Chief. Hey, Dreamboat, come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Right.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out.
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Who are you?
Woljif Jeffdo. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. anything. But there's just one problem.
The tiefling rattles his chains and gives you a meaningful look. What do you want
I'll
from
lay
me?
it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
Okay.
What a load of guff. If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Why are you in chains?
Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
Your shadow, what was that?
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
I can't help you while you're chained up here. How can I free you?
That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy Woljif locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it?
Alright, I'll talk to Irabeth about your situation.
I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
We'll talk later. Okay, new companion. Oh, loot. Mine.
As it should be.
Trade. Bulk selling. Deal. Done.
That is not far.
I know it's not far. There's a tiefling chained up in the Defender's Hut. What can you tell me about him? Woljif is pretty thief from a gang of tieflings operating in Canabras. That's what we call them, these parts. They tried to rob a vendor of magical items recently. Unfortunately, we apprehended only one of them and the rest managed to escape. We have nowhere else to keep him apart from the Defender's Hut, but that's hardly a prison. Woljif knows it too. He's been begging for days to let him go free or have someone vouch for him. He's already asked you to put in a good word for him, hasn't he? Irabeth squints at you thoughtfully, then shrugs. If you want to recruit Woljif and put him to good use, go ahead and take him off our guards' hands. We can ill afford to let soldiers spend their days watching over a mindling thief. I hope a tiefling proves useful, should you decide to take him along. I have to go. No! It was a small order created to fight not only demons but also enemy within, to maintain the purity of the paladin ranks, prevent heresy, and identify spies. And it failed miserably at that. The Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth infiltrated it and formed their nest within its ranks. After the Queen entrusted me with leading the order, Anivia and I practically built it from scratch. We got rid of deadweight people who weren't committed. We organized ways to transmit messages and orders safely. We introduced reliable ciphers. We found Takit allies around the city, from crusader orders to street beggars. This was my personal crusade, to purge the city of Templars who had infested it. And I thought I was winning. I could feel it. We were so close to driving the cultists out of Canabras, but... Irabeth frowns. It's hard to admit, but those successes didn't count for much once the demons entered the city. On the contrary, if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be a headquarters in the Defender's Heart. The cultists would have served up the city on a platter to the demons. Then to her forehead softened. Yes, that is true. It is good thing we achieved something. Thank you. I have to go. Thank you.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead. Get in there. Alright. Let's get this guy.
Well, Chief.
I attacked Irabeth and I've decided to make you part of my troop. We'll see how it goes.
You must be a smooth talker. Come on, Delvin. Get these bracelets of yours off me. I'm going free.
You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words.
Sure.
You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can ya? I pity you. I'll leave you alone with your sad little soul. So long. And now, Chief, straight down to business. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call thieflings. We just call ourselves the family. After we knocked over that shop and I got stuck here in the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that big sister Charisme wanted to see me. That she had some questions to ask me. You following? Now, she won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So, I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time, Chief. You don't need to do anything when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean, and I'll handle the rest. Somehow. Let's go, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'm sure there's more people to talk to, but I'm gonna skip that for now. I don't think that's a lot of XP doing that. Oh. Commander, look what we've got here. Are you too mad? Whatever possessed you to steal the gem golem from the Tower of Esroth? We didn't steal nothing, Commander. We saw some looters dragging it down the street. Oh, I can't read that fast. Just forget about it. Joran. Okay, that's his brother, Stoughton's brother. So is Joran one of these guys? See, there's... Ah, this one. Show me your wares. Okay. We've got armors. Helmets, some weapons. Okay, whatever. There we exit. We're taking him with us. Accept. Alright. Okay, Tiefling Hideout. Let's begin with that. Journey will take 1 hour. Travel. Where did he stop? Journey will take 1 hour. Do you want to enter this location? Yes. Let's say. Saving. Alright. Sister Keresmi, the basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separated from the rest. The tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of a knife, greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif, you got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner there, Sister Keresmi. I was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next, well, no, I was still in shackles, and I was being watched. And then the chief got me out, and I came here straight away. I knew you'd be waiting on me. Enough talking, or else we'll be here all night. So, we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? The bitch Irabeth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be there. Somebody betrayed us, and I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say to that? Make it quick. In a business attack, I'll kill you, Woljif. Tell us your side of the story. What happened? Sister Kereme turns to you. He speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you so he'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Kereme got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 other over there. I mean, Woljif jerks his head towards the 5 tieflings kneeling by the wall. She rounds us up and she says we've got a score. Sentries and wonders. The one place nobody ever been able to hit. The place that's guarded by a golem. But now a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come into our possession. Along with a tip of the shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny. So we're in. And the most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging around the shop ahead of the job. No casing out the place. No calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. This job was top secret. That's all true so far. Go on. We did everything right with the locks and the golem. I picked the lock. I remembered it clear as day. Sister Dalna was on lookout. Brother Melron had the scroll. Duffy Tavi and Varnir brought the sacks. We covered the window and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in the sack. And one right expense, one rolled away from me. I crawled under the table after it, and next thing I know, Irabeth was there. Everybody scrambled, but I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and put me in shackles. They took all my rings off me, about 20,000 worth. And to add insult to injury, I never even found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor thing, stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash anything. Potentially polishing her knife. Where's the moon of the abyss, Brother Woljif? What is the moon of the abyss? It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of the Sentries and Wonders. Starling silver sparkled like a star, fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon, you know, a crescent, a waning moon. And in the middle there was a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Philemon was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of my collection, Woljif sighs unhappily. I used to go there to see what kind of treasure there were in the world. There is nothing else to look at in Kenebris. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging around the Centuries and Wonders, drooling over the moon of the abyss. Did you think you could swipe it and all the commotion and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we'd all be locked up and you'd get off scot-free and with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif. I see right through you. Why would Irabeth arrest her own informant? Took the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was the rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I am a cautious fella, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the salon can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The moon of the abyss is a pretty bauble, but to be sure, but it is just an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You knew Irabeth people would protect you. You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them, and now you've come here with backup. You knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is nobody returned the amulet of Philemon. Are you giving Irabeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered her? She can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Imo Day, all rolled into one. He speaks the truth. You'll find some knights who'll take bribes. I'm sorry to say, but Irabeth Tirabrate isn't one of them. Go on, Woljif. Oh my god, there's too much reading. Why isn't this narrated? That's the whole story. Woljif crosses his arms, looking affronted. Some family this turned out to be. Just a name in the end. In a real family, people take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the moon of the abyss. What I'm gonna do with it? You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to you, Sister Karasimi, I'll find it and I'll drag the traitor here by his horns. Just so you don't end up at the bottom of the cellar. But do you know what you're gonna owe me for that? An apology, right here in front of everyone. We're going to apologize loud and clear so everybody hears it. You'll say, sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy and I was wrong about you. Fine. You're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulders, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the family come for you. You'll have no peace, but one day you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and that is when we'll get you. Got that? You away with words, Sister Charisme. A way that almost made me wet myself, but a way nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat to that scary gal Irabeth. She knows you a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. The burden of proof lies on the accuser, Woljif. Doesn't have to prove anything. Burden of proof. Are you a city guard or something? I don't know how it is that blah 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 blah. I can't read anymore. Kenebris is burning. What are you squabbling here instead of fleeing the city? I'd be glad to leave like the rest of my brothers and sisters, but in the family there's nothing worse than a betrayal, and it is something we do not forgive. We don't forgive anyone who lets traitors off the hook either. If I don't find the rat my superiors, let's just say, I'll wish I was burning in the Canabras. I want to keep living, so I'm going to take the chance until I find out who the traitor here. No one is leaving. We'll find the real traitor. And I'll get my an apology. Onward to Irabeth, Chief. Let's clear my good name. Root out the traitor, but be quick about it. Time's running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons. Wonderful. Oh, okay. That was way too much reading. So now I have to go back to her. Travel.
Follow my lead.
There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who is your informant among the tieflings? Irabeth arches her brow in surprise. Canabras is threatened by a demon horde, and you have enough spare time to help out thieves, Irabeth says. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I did not see any informant's face. He slipped out of the dark alley, handed me the note, and disappeared. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the long horns, didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in the Sentries and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. The code word is Hand of Irori. The shop owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. What is our main objective? You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the ward stone and blow up the whole barrier around the Worldwound. That would be an even worse disaster than the Worldwound expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a ward stone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that, no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Mobede gift must not become a weapon of the abyss. No. I have to go. Okay. Save. 45 minutes, that's enough for now for this episode. It was a lot of reading this time. Alright, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.